Everyone, this should be a quick video. I just want to show you how to properly set up everything for your parallel circuit simulation lab so it's as easy as possible for you, and you don't get frustrated not being able to take the measurements you need. You're building your circuits similar to how you did in your series circuit simulation, except you want to build your circuits in a parallel fashion. But the rule, or the suggestion rather, I gave you for using more wires is even more important now. So I'm going to build a simple parallel circuit. I'll use two resistors. And notice how I'm going to leave myself a couple of wire connections in each branch. I'll use a light bulb here. Again, light bulbs and resistors behave the exact same way. The only difference is the light bulb gives you a visual indication of what's going on. I'll use a light bulb and a resistor just to use an example of each. Okay, and there's a reason why I'm not stretching the wire all the way down. You'll see in a moment. I'll throw a resistor in this one. If you find the resistor easier to use because it's a straight line rather than connecting through the bottom and side of a light bulb, then by all means use the resistor instead. Okay, so here's a parallel circuit with a light bulb and a resistor. Again, each of these components has its own branch. Now, taking the voltage readings is easy. Here, let me click the battery. Let's say we have let's say we have a 30-volt battery, and the resistors are, let's say they're 10 ohms, sure, and we'll make this one 20 ohms. Okay, taking the voltage readings is easy. You guys know you just take the arms, put them across, and we'll get our voltage reading. So battery's 30 volts. That's what I made it. Just showing you that you could do that as well. Take the needles on either end of the component, whether it's the light bulb or the resistor. You'll measure the voltage, no problem. You did that before. Easy to use. The ammeter is not so easy to use because you have to put it in the circuit. And you know from hopefully the video yesterday that the current in a parallel circuit is not going to be the same like it was in series. The series circuit, you put the ammeter anywhere, the current's the same value at all points in the circuit. So when we're taking current readings in the parallel circuit, we want to be very careful where we put the ammeter. That's why I left these holes in my branches here. If I cut this open, I can insert the ammeter in that spot, and this ammeter is only going to tell me the current in this line of circuit, this branch that's going into the light bulb. Looks like I've got 3 amps based on the values that I made of these components. I can take the ammeter away just to keep things simple. I know the simulation kind of starts to slow down the more components you put in it. But I'm going to open up this side and stick the ammeter over here now. You could do them both at the same time if you want, but I'm just doing it one at a time. Only 1.5 amps in this line of circuit. That one's feeding through resistor number 2 here. So all I'm trying to show you here is to be careful with how you set your circuit up. Give yourself a gap in your branches. Now, when I want to read the current going into or out of the battery, well, that's fine. I can put an ammeter in a branch that's coming in direct contact with the battery. So I can do that like this. Now this current is feeding into the battery. I could put it on this end of the battery as well, read the same 4.5 amps. And just, for observation purposes at this point, we had 3 amps over here and 1.5 amps over here. They joined back up right there to make our 4.5 amps. But equations are coming later. I'm just showing you how to properly set up your circuit so you have an easy way to stick the ammeter in when you need to take the measurements of this would be I number 1. When I put it over here, that would be I number 2. Right now, I'm measuring I total or equivalent current. And now, of course, you're going to have to use more branches, but that's fine. Here's an example of 2 branches. If I want more branches, I just keep going. But again, just take advantage of the gap over here or in any part of the line to give yourself an easy way to use your ammeters. Here, I'll use a resistor again. So that's it. Just want to make sure you're setting up your simulation properly so it's easy as possible for you to take your measurements rather than chopping up the circuit and making it all, make it go all over the place. Again, you want to keep it nice right angles. Give yourself some options for your ammeter. Email me or use the question document if you have questions, and enjoy your weekend.